Hello, everybody. How y'all doing today? It is Rusty Champaign here with you, and we're back once again in the wonderful world of Skystead Ranch, where they have made a change to the game that has made the tutorial a little bit better for people that were having trouble doing things like digging. But for whatever reason, it doesn't seem to be working from my old save file. So we're going to hop in here and we're going to do a new file, and we're going to see if it works from a new file. So the Rusty Island 2. Let's begin our journey, and let's see if this is going to work. So a lot of this is going to be the same as what we did before, if you saw our first look of it, where we're going
to your new Skystead Ranch.
Be here on our Skystead Ranch that is in not that great a shape.
It needs a little bit of work at the moment, but it's nothing that you and your magical crook can't fix.
Now that we actually know how to use it, or we will learn how to use it a little bit easier here in just a second.
Okay, let's get you started off with the basics.
Okay, so back to the basics we go. We're going to move forward, left, right, like that, all the directions. And then we're going to hold right-click and mouse left, and then hold right-click and mouse right.
Look at those pixels move.
They didn't say that before. And now we're going to zoom in and zoom out, just like that.
Now that the boring stuff is out of the way, let's start having fun.
Yeah, they've definitely changed a lot of this. They added
need to get this place tidied up. Aim your crook and start bringing this sad rock back to life.
They added a lot of dialogue to the tutorial, which is pretty cool. So now we're going to go in here, back to terraforming mode. Going to size this bigger with E and start digging like crazy. And here we just got to get rid of 30% cracked earth. So let's work on that. Again, it feels like they also made the area maybe a little bit smaller, or maybe not. Maybe it just feels like they did. And maybe I'm just dreaming it. But it for whatever reason, it does not feel like maybe there's just as much area as there was before. It feels smaller. Maybe it's just because I have a better idea of what I need to do here. And that's why it has a different feel to it. But we're getting rid of all the cracked earth, just like we did before. And then from there, they'll probably have us start planting again. So we'll see when we're done with this part what exactly shows up next. All right, let's go back over this way. All right, there we go. That's done. Going to go to the notice board. I can put away my crook because that'll help me to run faster. Let's go over here. So we can see we've got 31% earth and 69% cracked earth, and that's currently where we are at this point in time. So now we're going to change things to grass. We're going to grow 20% grass on the earth. So let's go here and change this to grass. So R for mode, changing to grass. And now we're going to put grass in all these areas here. We've only got to do 20% of this as grass. So we will get all this area that we have uncovered, or all the area that was cracked earth. We're now going to turn that into grass until we have this portion of it done. And then after that, they're going to probably have us start getting rid of some of the junk and building the pier, the sky pier, or whatever it was called. I can't remember the name of the thing. It's the area where the merchant shows up. That thing. Okay, so there we go. We got some grass now. Back to the notice board we go, which is also a change from before. So let's take a look and see what it says on the notice board now. So there we go. We got 20% grass, 10% dirt, and still 69% cracked earth at this point. The next thing.
What's that over there?
What is it? I don't know. Investigate the noise. Oh, okay. So they're actually going to take us to the noise this time. Oh, and they show us right away where the Shelly is.
A wee Skylet. I bet this Skystead was filled with all kinds of them at one time.
This is
I'll
really
tell you more if you have a closer look.
This is really neat, all the changes they made. Again, in 24 hours, they made all these changes. All right, so we're going to...
Shelly.
Hey, open me up. I've learned some things about our visitor here.
Is this my book that's talking to me? Is my field guide talking to me? That's very weird. Very weird. Okay.
The poor thing looks kind of sad.
It is kind of sad. We got to do a lot more for it.
I don't think it'll leave the Skystead outskirts unless we make things nicer for it.
Well, we will work on that for sure.
Don't worry. I know just the thing.
And are you going to tell us? Probably not. All right, so change crook to utility mode, remove 5 objects, which is the same as it was before. So let's get in here, remove a bunch of objects. Just like that, we got to do 5 of these. Get 5 of these knocked out. And this is just left-clicking on the objects each individual time. So 3 clicks will get rid of that. And now we're going to collect 6 wood, change the crook to build mode, and build an object, just like we did before. So let's get a bunch of wood here. We can see in the upper left how much wood we have. Right now we have 4 pieces of wood. And then we're going to go over here. And I'm now going to... Oh, no, I only have 5 pieces of wood. I thought that was going to give me more wood than that. Now we'll have plenty of wood. Now we got 10 pieces of wood. So now we're going to build an object. That's going to be in build mode. And we're going to build the fence. I'm actually going to build it here in the dirt, because I think eventually this is where I'm going to like put my plants. So I'm going to build this right here in the dirt. We're going to turn the camera like this and just drop that right there. That feels good. All right, now we're going to find a spot to build a sky pier, which is going to be back where it was before, over this direction. That's where we're going to build it. And it should give us a notification. So we need multiples of 3 wood and 3 stone. So if we take a look here, we got to do that 3 times. So we need a total of 9 wood and 9 stone. So let's get a little bit more wood. We now have our 9 wood. We just need a couple more stone. So let's run over here, grab the rest of our stone. And now we have our wood, we have our stone. We can go back here. We can build the sky pier. Let's give this a try. So just left clicking on the sign, doing that 3 times, and that will build the sky pier, which will bring in the sky ships. And then we can talk to the keeper. And now this is the part where I tried this in my old save file, and for whatever reason, it wasn't working when I actually tried to put it in practice. So I don't know if it was just an issue with the old save file. And if so, it's fine, because we hadn't played that far. So I'm kind of glad to know that. So we're going to talk to the keeper here. I thought the keeper was going to have something to say, but apparently not. So here we go. And maybe I've got to walk away. No, so now we're going to go back. And so now we can go ahead here and we can purchase the dig spell, which is something that we didn't have before. So we're going to go in here. And if we go to our crook, we have the dig spell available, which is going to cost us 5 units of currency, of which we only have 4 right now. So we got to get 1 more. And I know that we can get that from over here at the mine entrance. So we run over here, we can get some of that currency, as well as some stone, as well as some wood. So there we go. We're up to 10. I'm going to call those stars because they look like stars. So we've got 10 stars. We need 5 for the dig spell. So let's go ahead here.
Purchase. You popped over and said hi.
Well, I tried to say hi before.
Is it just me, or does she sound like Ginger from Chicken Run?
Now, if only I'd seen Chicken Run, I'd know that for sure. But I have not. You can all chastise me in the comments for not ever having seen Chicken Run. I just never got around to it. So, all right, here we go. Dig spell 1. 5 stars. Done. We now have a dig spell. And it took all 10 of our stars, even though it said it only cost 5. So I don't know if I bought it twice or what the case may be, but I definitely had 10 there, and now I have 0. So that's weird, but we're not going to worry about it. So now we're going to switch to digging mode, and we're going to dig a hole. And I'm going to dig it over here by the fence. Now we're going to see if this works here. So if I go into 3, utility mode, and if I go, if I hold down R, now it shows up. For whatever reason, this was not showing up in my old save file, which is why we have started again. So there we go. We got destroy and we've got dig. So now we can dig, and we're going to dig, I'm assuming, right in the middle of this, even though it's got a 3x3 area. So maybe it's going to hit right in the center. And apparently it did. That's exactly what it did. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to buy a red berry, which is exactly what we wanted to buy before. And it's exactly what we did buy before. I forget how much we need for a red berry. But we got 25 stars, so I'm assuming that's exactly what we needed. So let's run over here, get our red berry, It's not a cherry, mind you. It's not a cherry. It's a red berry. Don't even think they're the same. Whatever you do. One red berry, it's going to cost us 20. Let's see if we're going to have 5 left over after we buy this thing. Let's find out.
It's not a cherry. Looks nothing like it. It's a whole new thing. Promise.
Okay, so this time it actually did only take 20 away from us instead of the whole 25. All right, next thing. Put the berry in the hole. While holding item, left click on the hole. So we're going to plop that right on in there. And boom, there it is. It has been planted. Next thing you know, we're going to feed Shelly while holding item, left click. So I guess we got to wait for that to actually turn into a plant before we can feed the Shelly. The Shelly is still over there. So if you've never met Shelly before, here's Shelly again. And now we can get more information from Shelly.
Shelly.
Shelly is so cute. Just unbelievably cute. And if we look at what Shelly now has to tell us, if we look in our field guide that talks to us, we can see that they appear if we have 70% or less cracked earth in the area. And they'll start wandering around if we get to 30% or less cracked earth in the area and have 3 or fewer junk in the area. And then we don't know too much about when we can befriend them. So those are the things we have to work on. Also, if we look here at the Shelly, it'll show us that right now the cracked earth is at 70%. We have to get it down to 30%. And there are 44 pieces of junk around here. And we have to get that down to 3. So we got a lot of junk we got to clear out. So while we're waiting for that plant, we're going to go here and we're going to start removing stuff like crazy. So if we go back here, we're going to go into destroy mode. Start destroying a whole bunch of junk. This is going to take a bit to do all this. But we're going to knock a bunch of this out. And when we get down to only having 3 junk left, then we should be in a position where the Shellys will start wandering around. That we have to get the cracked earth gone. In the meantime, we could check in with them kind of routinely, and they would kind of tell us a little bit more about themselves. So the field guide will continue to update as time goes on, and you can continue like petting the Shelly and saying hi to the Shelly, and I think they give you some currency. I think they give you some stars if you do that. All right, it looks like the plant has now grown, perhaps. So I don't know if it is available to be picked yet. Apparently not. Oh, and it does show you if we looked on the I remember if we looked on the screen, it shows you exactly when it is ready to be harvested. So it's just still growing at this point. So that's going to give us plenty of time to just kind of keep going around and getting rid of more and more junk. And if we look over on the sign, we're too far away. But yeah, we're way too far away from being able to see it here. But in terms of junk that we have left, we have 32 pieces of junk left at this point. We have 1 plant on the ground. We have 4 wood on the ground. And I think the wood is part of the junk. Yeah, the wood is part of the junk. So now we're down to 3 wood. And we're down to 2. And yeah, we got 29 junk left. The Shellys are happy. I just heard a Shelly talking to us. They're out here somewhere. There's one over there. But yeah, we're just going to keep on working on clearing away all this junk. And that will get them to the point. Oh, yeah, there we go. There's one that has some information up at the very top of the screen. So let's go over here. Let's give you a little pet. You'll give us a little bit of currency, I think.
Shelly.
Aw, they're just... See, they're so happy. How can you not love a Shelly? They're just really happy about everything. And if we check our field guide... So yeah, now they'll tell us that we can befriend them if we have 1 plant, which at this point we do. And they'll wander around still when we get down to 3 junk. And we're still working on that. So let us continue with our quest to get rid of all of the junk in all of the land. Oh, and we can talk with you too.
Shelly.
Again, I'm telling you, you got to play this game just so that way you can get all the Shelly love. You just really do. All right, yeah. So and they'll befriend you when all of the junk is gone. So when we get rid of all of the junk, they'll be like, all right, well, we'll be friends with you.
Shelly.
So that's what we got to work on. But you can pet them all you want. And it shows you how they're feeling. So they're still sad, but they're getting a little bit better. And, oh, that's actually the wood. That was from some junk that I cleared out before. Let's keep clearing out all the junk. Because I would love to befriend a Shelly. We never got that far in our initial playthrough. But this time, I've got a feeling we're going to be able to make the Shellys really, really happy. And that is a good thing. It's going to definitely be progress from where we were before. And that's all we can ask for is progress. It's a step. All right. So we're doing pretty good. How much junk do we have left here? Let's take a look. We're down to 20. So just 20 more things to clear out here. They're probably all back this direction. Yeah, they're all kind of over here. The skyship is left for the day, so it'll be back tomorrow. No problem. In the meantime, we're still planting and we're still waiting for our plant to grow and still clearing out all this stuff. The good thing is that clearing out all the junk is actually giving us a whole bunch of stone and a whole bunch of wood. So that's nice. It's not clearing out stuff for the sake of clearing stuff away. We're actually getting something for it, which is nice. So yeah, I am very, very impressed to see that they made things a little bit easier to follow since yesterday, because it was very jarring that they kind of started you out telling you a bunch of things and then very abruptly said, okay, you're on your own, have fun. But there were things that they did tell you and they were very specific about, and then there were other things that they didn't say a thing to you about. And yeah, I could have very easily taken a look in the screen and found it. But it's one of those things that if they're going to give you a tutorial, they should give you a full-blown one or not at all. You don't want to go halfway on one, I don't think, and that's kind of where they were. But they have now since fixed that, and I'm very happy, for sure. All right, continuing to clear away all of the junk. There can't be that much left at this point in time. And everything that you can clear is kind of down here on this lowest level of the, I think these are all individual biomes, or it's the lowest level of the area. Like everything that's up on an upper level here, you can't actually clear it. It's just all the stuff that we have down this way. Now, I'm not seeing a whole lot of stuff left. There's some more wood there. And now we can actually pick this, I do believe, because it is glowing when we get close to it. And there we go. We have a red berry. So I can go ahead and I think I can feed this to a Shelly. I am pretty sure.
Shelly.
We can. We found one of Shelly's favorites. Ain't life grand. We're going to
Shelly.
pet you again. Our field guide has been updated. We have gotten rid of all the junk. So all the junk is gone. Now we just got to get rid of a bunch of the cracked earth. That will be our next step towards making them happy. Yeah, all the junk is gone. And apparently now that's all they're going to tell us.
Shelly.
Yeah, I know, Shelly. How you doing? It's good to see you.
Shelly.
Yeah, you're so cute. Oh, and you disappeared into the grass. Yeah, they'll occasionally disappear. So yeah, there's nothing else they're going to tell us at this point. So we know everything that we need to know. And now we're just going to get back to doing all the other things that we need to do. So the first thing we need to do is we need to make this area look a lot better. So we got to get rid of all the cracked earth. So into the mode we go, back to earth. And we're just going to wipe out all the cracked earth and change it to just earth. And then we can change it from there into grass. But the one thing that we know is that the Shellys do not want any cracked earth around here. They are just not a fan of dry, cracked earth. So we will get rid of that, which will make them hopefully a lot happier. So we're just going to keep on going all the way around, getting all the stuff we did not get before. And we'll see how we can see how we're doing on the screen there. We're down to 53% and falling. And as we just kind of keep on wiping this away, and you can kind of move the mouse left and right, and that makes it a little bit faster, which is nice. And if you do have grass planted, it will wipe it out when you change everything back to earth again, which isn't, I mean, it's not the worst thing. I mean, it just means that you would then have to go back in and re-terraform it as grass. But I mean, that's not a huge issue. In the world of issues, that's not a big one at all. All right, so we're good there. I think all we got left is we just got this stuff over this way. So let's go ahead and get all this. And then I think we're going to have a bunch of extremely happy Shellys once they wake up in the morning. Because I think at this point they're probably all asleep. But man, it's gonna be like Christmas morning. They're going to come out and find all the cracked earth has been removed from the area. And they're just going to want to walk around like crazy. I've got a feeling that's what we're going to have here. So we're down to the final 12%, as I saw over there on the sign. And then we should be in good shape. And at some point, we should have some other animals that will come out and start visiting us as well as we continue to make other changes. But let's go here. We're now all good with that. I think we've gotten rid of all of the cracked earth. Yeah, so now we have 82% earth.
Shelly.
And there's a Shelly. We have a very happy Shelly. Let's take a look, wherever they are. Where are you, Shelly? I heard you. Now I just got to find you. So where are you? Now the unfortunate thing is that you can zoom in and out, but you can't pan the camera up or down. So what you have for the camera is just what you see is what you get. So I can't like look any further up in the sky from here. And as I zoom out, I look further and further down on the ground. It'd be nice if you could change the camera angle, but it does not seem like you can. You can just zoom in, zoom out. But that's about all. Now I heard a Shelly. I just don't know where it went. So it may be the case that they're not going to show up until morning. And if that's the case, that's fine. I might pause a little bit here, and once we actually get a Shelly back, I think I'll bring us back at that point. So we'll take a break and wait and see if we can see when the Shelly's going to show up. All right, we're back in the daytime. Uh-oh, we got someone new that's showing up here.
Shelly.
And we got a Shelly.
Button.
Everybody's here now. So let's talk with our Shelly first and see how they're doing.
Shelly.
The Shelly is very happy with all the changes we made. I think they may go all the way up to like full-blown content with where things are now. We're just going to keep on waiting and see. They're almost there. It may just be because they're hungry now, so I might need to feed them. But meanwhile, let's talk to this Buttontail.
Button.
And so they're going to be happy because they want the cracked earth to be below 5%, which it is. That's very nice.
Buttontail.
They're intrigued with our Skystead, and I think we can keep petting them.
Buttontail.
Okay, they won't keep on giving us money. I was hoping they would. But now we got that one, and he is starting to wander. That Shelly's starting to wander. I think the issue just might be that he's hungry. So let's go over here, and let's feed our Shelly. He looks like he's trying to make his way to the pier.
Shelly.
All right, now he's hungrier. Now he's not as hungry. So perhaps I just need to feed him more. And maybe that means that I need to get some more berries. How much money do I have? But we can also
Shelly.
look in our field guide one more time here for the Shelly and see what they say. Oh, and here's all the things that they want to tell us here. A common Skylet that is a favorite among new ranchers for being easy to please. Their head and shell seem to be covered in leaves, but it is unknown if this is camouflage or fashion. It seems to act with some curiosity, keen to explore the world and investigate objects. We still don't know its likes and dislikes. We're still working on that part. If we go over here to the boat, or to the sky ship, it's not a boat.
How your ranch is coming along.
Well, thank you. We're doing a lot of hard work. We're really
I
trying.
love the keepers. They're cute, aren't they?
They are pretty cute. Not as cute as the Shellys, because nothing is as cute as the Shelly. So we got 44 units of currency, 44 stars. We can buy some other things. So more of a cube than a square. It's a meal. It's not just a fruit. It's a meal. And it would cost 20. Square fruit is delicious and easy to manage. They are known for being easily farmable and easy to store while being able to offer your Skylets some sustenance. Sustenance feels good, and it's a meal, not just a fruit. So let's go ahead and buy one of those and get it planted. Going to see what happens here. A square fruit. Oh my gosh, everybody wants to talk to us. Holy cow, they're all out. Let's get this planted first. So let's drop this off. We're going to go here. We are going to go ahead and dig. Digging in the dirt right about there. Cool. We're going to put that away. We're going to pick up our square fruit, drop it in the hole. And how you doing, Shelly?
Shelly.
Oh, we're gonna work on getting you fed. We really are.
Shelly.
Yeah, you are cute. We know it. Okay, let's go up here and talk to these guys. See how they're doing. So with the button tail, we can now get
Tail.
update from them. Okay, so the button tails want at least 30% grass. And if we take a look at the field guide, we can see here are the button tails. So they'll appear once we have 30% cracked earth and 15% grass. They'll wander once we're at 5% cracked earth and 30% grass. And then something will happen when there's even more grass that appears. So we got to get more grass planted. Let's work on that now and see how that's going to go. Oh, we got this guy over here too, this one. Wormy. And they want 40% dirt. Yeah, so they want at least 40% dirt before they'll show up. And if we take a look at the field guide for the wormies, they're going to be what looks like a worm here. You look like a worm. Yeah, so they'll become your friends. They'll appear once there's 30% or less cracked earth and 20% dirt. And then they'll wander once there's 10% cracked earth and 40% dirt. And then we can befriend them once it's no cracked earth and there's dirt and then a plant. And then I think that's water. Maybe. I'm not quite sure. But we do need some more grass. So let's work on getting more grass around here. So we're going to go back here to terraform. Going to change the mode back to grass. So that way we can get more button tails out here. And if we take a look over there, we're at 22%. So I think we had to get to 40%. Or was it 30? Let me take a look again at my button tail just so that way I know. They want at least 30%. And then I think that's 45%. So we're going to do everything up here. And I think it's going to get... Oh my gosh, what is that thing over there? What are you? What are you? I've not seen you before. What are you? You're a puffle. Okay. So they want no cracked earth. They want dirt to be at least 20%.
Puffle.
Oh my gosh, there's so much cuteness. I can't handle it. It's a cuteness overload. They want 10 plants. Okay, so we got to plant 9 more things. Well, 8 now. So we got to get 8 more plants going. And if we go over here and look at the Shellys,
Shelly.
they're just always happy all the time. Let's go over here, talk to this one.
Shelly.
See, they're just always so chipper. They really are. And how about you? What do you have to say?
Wormy.
Oh, you're a wormy. That's right. You're another wormy. So yeah, we got to get 9. We got to get 8 more plants now for them. Trouble is we don't have a lot of cash, and the plants all cost money. But let's take a look and see if there's other cheap stuff that we can plant. Let's give it a peek. See what other items we have that might not cost a lot. Or maybe they're all going to cost the same. Oh, these are 2. All right, so these are great for Mew Mews. These are great for button tails. Is there anything that's great for wormies, or do they just not even care? They may not even care. So harmful to Skylets, decorative, light, shy of movement. Decorative, tree nuts. Great for cooking. Also great for cooking. Tree nut, strange to look at. So let's get these just because they're going to be cheap. And hopefully I can buy 8.
I was told you should never eat anything bigger than your head. The buttontail hasn't heard this advice, apparently.
Oh, we're just such funny people. So funny we are. All right, we're going to... Oh, and we got to buy these literally one at a time. So that's fine. I hope that it's putting them into our inventory. I really hope so. I don't really know. I've not seen where they're going. Oh, man, I hope that they're not all disappearing. Oh, my. I might be spending money erroneously. So let's go here. Let's dig a bunch of holes first. Because I got a feeling that I might be doing this in the wrong order. So let's dig some holes here. And then go from there. So 8 holes. And we're just going to put them all kind of around here. Yeah. And now I might need to go and plant those. I've got a feeling that because I don't think I have an inventory. I'm almost positive that I don't. So I might be buying things ahead of time. So let's try this again. So a mega carrot. Yeah, because if you'll hold on to it. So you got to plant it, and if you don't do anything, I don't think that you keep it.
Time to grow some prize-winning vegetables.
All right, that's what we're going to do. So now I just need to do that. Oh, it did actually put that one in there. Oh, so every time we have a hole, it puts one in, it looks like. Huh, because I didn't plant that one. So, yeah, maybe. There's still things I'm discovering with this. For sure. Because I don't think that I have an inventory.
A pause screen. Life would be so much easier with one of those.
Well, we've got one, so there you go. Let's see. There's movement, accessibility, and display. There's all that. So there's no key bindings here. Was there something? No, I thought that there was, but I'm not seeing one. No problem. We're going to go ahead and we're just going to keep planting stuff to make the wormies happy. So let's do this. Get another big one of those. And yeah, you don't have to hold down R. You can actually just left click on it, and that will do it. All right, so we need, yeah. Oh, shoot. Does it matter where I put that? No, it does not. It's interesting because I know I put 2 more of those down. So maybe it was holding the other ones that we had. Because that's twice in a row now that when I planted 2. Maybe we'll get lucky again. Grab one of those. We're holding it, and we're going to see if we can plant 2 again. We got other stuff that's showing up now. We got all kinds of things that are happening down here in this biome that were not happening before. Okay, so yeah, maybe they do count as 2. I don't really know. But we're just going to... Oh, you're still there. Okay. Whew. For some reason, I thought that this had left. I have no idea why. It's just right there in plain sight. Or maybe that means that there's 2 of them when you plant it. Perhaps that might be what it is. I don't know for sure. But this is going to be the last of what we plant. And we're going to put that right there. Yeah, that must be what it is, that every one of those plants too. So let's see what everyone has to say now.
Button?
Button is a little... So the button is happier. We've just got to get up to 30%. You are too far away for me to talk to you.
Button tail?
There, so we're going to get that all taken care of here. Just a little more grass for you.
Button tail.
They're very, very happy too. Everyone is so happy in this game. They really are. I love it. It's very, very, very quaint. So let's get some more grass. And that should hopefully make the bunnies even happier now. That should get us to the 30%. I do believe it did. So now if we take a look at them, let's see what they might have in terms of wants at this point.
Button.
Now they want to be up at 45%. Okay, no problem. And if we take a look at the wormies, I think it's just probably waiting on those last 2 carrots. And then they'll be good. And then the good old Shellys.
Shelly.
They're always dependable, always reliable. You can never go wrong with a good old Shelly.
Shelly.
Just never can. Oh, and then we got this guy over here. Again. I'm trying to remember what you were called again. What were you?
Puffle.
Oh, yeah, the Puffle. That's right. Okay, and they want 9 plants. Okay, so they've got all kinds of stuff. They're very, very happy. The only thing that they want now, it's the same thing that everybody wants. They just all want food. Now the wormies over here are...
Wormy.
So they want water, and they want even more plants. And then we got this guy over here that I've never seen. So you are...
Skipling?
The Skipling. So they want 3 shiny things.
Skipling?
So I got to figure out what shiny things are at some point in time. Because I didn't realize that I had anything that was even shiny at all. But apparently it's seeing something as shiny.
Shelly. Shelly.
Again, they're always so happy. So what are they seeing as shiny? Huh? That's very interesting. I don't know exactly what we got out here that's shiny, but something is. Oh, and once you plant a carrot, you can't ever. It's just gone. So
Buttontail.
no big deal. Okay, they really love vegetables, which is good. Oh, and we can feed them
Button.
twice with that. All right, so let's see if I can feed one of these guys completely all the way and see if that will make them happy. Perhaps it will.
Buttontail.
All right, so they are completely full. Now all they want is more grass in the area. So let's do that. And maybe we'll have one that is just like completely happy with everything about life. And if I get that, then I feel like I've done something good here. So we'll keep on working on getting more grass. We're going to take a look at the indicator over there. We're up to 41% grass, up to about 43, 44, 45. That's pretty darn good. So let's go ahead, put that away. Let's check. Oh my gosh, it changed colors.
Buttontail.
They want to be friends. Well, I can do that. They want to be better friends. That is wonderful. They're getting a little hungry, but they definitely want to be better friends. That's awesome. So apparently they change colors when you get up to the top with them. How about that? Meanwhile, we've got other ones. So the Shellys,
Shelly.
they still want something. Maybe they just want to be fed. So let's grab something off of here and maybe feed you guys.
Shelly.
Oh, shoot. It looks like Shelly hates junk. I found Shelly's favorite, but it hates junk. So it can't be Shelly's favorite if they hate junk. Those two things don't go together. So it's a lucky coin. Oh, that's what we got. There's the shiny. Oh, okay. So can I do anything with it? Can I replant it? Maybe. I don't know. I guess we'll try planting it. Maybe that'll work. Perhaps it will. And those guys like drop things just because they're so happy with us. All right, so let's go back to digging. And let's see if I can plant this lucky coin. Maybe this will work. I really don't know. It's worth a try. We're going to throw it on the wall and see what sticks. Let's see. Can I put that in there? No. So the question becomes, does this just stay out here? Is there anything that I can do with it? I don't know for sure.
Button.
There's another button tail. So we made one happy, and I guess that's good. Maybe we just got to try and make them all happy? I don't know. Well, let's try feeding you.
Button.
And maybe this will make you even happier.
Buttontail.
I don't know if we need to make them all happy or if just one is enough, but we're going to try getting another one up to 100% here. See what we got.
Buttontail.
Maybe a little bit more. I know the Shellys are not going to be fans of this. All right, so they want to be better friends as well. Okay, so I've got two button tails that are now happy and pink, and that's really good. I think I see something different out there in the distance. All right, what are you? So much going on out here.
Grumble.
You're a grumble. They want more plants too, so I've really got to work on plants. I'm going to have to work on getting
Grumble.
all kinds of permanent plants. I can do that.
Grumble. Grumble.
I could definitely do that. So when the sky ship comes back tomorrow, we'll definitely get more stuff so that we can plant. I'm good with that. And the cottontails just look like they drop stuff off all over the place now. Once you get happy with them,
Buttontail.
or once you make friends with them. Words. They're in there and they make sense in my head, but when they come out,
Buttontail.
they make no sense at all. All right. Meanwhile, we got another grumble here.
Grumble.
They're happy even though they don't sound like it. They really, really are. We got all kinds of things in our field guide now. So the buttontails, I'm assuming that we have to make friends with all the ones that might show up. That must be what it is. That's the only thing I can figure. The Shellys, we've done everything that we can do with them. They dislike junk. We have not found the thing that they really like, but they do not like junk. We've got the, what other things do we have here that we have found? The Puffle, they will be, you can befriend them when we get up to 9 plants. We've got to have 40% water. I've not figured out how we get water yet. So, and they do want dirt. We've got dirt, so there's no problem there. We can befriend them once we have water. There's got to be a way to get water. I'm just not sure what it is. And now everybody's asleep.
Shelly.
So, but that's been updated again. I don't know what else we can do I don't know what else they keep updating. But they keep updating something. Now, can I pull another shiny off of here? A lucky horseshoe. So now do I have 2 shinies? I have 1. So does it not count that as a second one? So maybe we've got to plant things that make shinies. And then I got to figure out what we do with all this shiny junk. Because I'm not quite sure. I've got a horseshoe. And I've got a lucky coin. But I don't know what we do with them. So we're gonna set them over here by the sign until we can figure out exactly what's supposed to happen with these guys. Because that seems like it's a pretty good place. For lack of a better thing to do. And eventually we got to figure out how we get water here. So I don't know if we're supposed to bring water from another place around here or what the case may be. It feels like there's an answer, but I just don't know what that is. Because yeah, there's water there. I just don't know how we get it here. Becomes the issue.
Puffle.
And the Puffles, they just want more plants. So we can work on that. We can work on that once the sky ship gets back.
Shelly.
The Shellys are always happy. They're the originals of all the animals.
Shelly.
They're the first one that we ran into. And they're just happy to be alive. They really are. They just love life every darn day. All right, there's some extra resources of all sorts. So yeah, now we're just kind of waiting for morning for the sky ship to come back, and then we can get more things to plant. Oh my gosh, I see the carrot in the distance. So apparently, if you buy too many carrots, they just kind of glitch out in the distance like that. That's pretty good. So remember, don't buy more than 1 plant if you cannot initially plant it, because it will just float out in space forever, taunting you for having bought it and not having planted it. Good to know. Meanwhile, yeah, everybody's asleep, it seems like. Yeah, they're all napping.
Button.
But we can talk to some of them, which is good. So they want to be, in order to make them better friends, is there anything that we can do to make them better friends than they already are? That makes me wonder, but I don't know for sure. So if we take a look, they like vegetables, but I don't know what else there is. Buttontail got its name from its unique and stubby white tail. It's a very sociable skylet. The buttontail is often found interacting with other skylets of all types. Its distinctive 4 ears. I'd never noticed they had 4 ears. Man, what am I not paying attention to? Work in 2 separate pairs, the back for hearing across long distances, and the front are very sensitive to nearby sounds. How did I not know you had 4 ears? You absolutely have 4 ears. They're right there. I totally see them now. If it weren't for reading the book, I would have never known that you guys had 4 ears. Meanwhile, over here, yeah, we got to get more stuff planted. We are going to do that tomorrow. Going to plant a whole bunch of things.
Buttontail.
Because we have plenty of money with which to do it. That will not be a problem here. We just got to get to the point where it's morning again. That's the only thing I wish there was a way to make time move a little bit faster at night. Because you run into a point where it's like, I don't know if there's anything else that I can do. So we're just kind of waiting. I've got another lucky coin. Again, I'm going to set it over here by these. I don't know if there's anything we can do with them. Maybe we can sell them at the sky ship. we'll try that too. I'm going to see if I can take one with me and see if maybe they'll buy it. Maybe they will. You never know. It's always a possibility. And aside from that, then the other thing that we have to try and figure out is if there's a way to somehow get water over here. Which that part I don't know. Because as far as I know, I don't have anything that allows us to actually do it. It might be something that we have to buy. I bet it's something we have to buy. Because I thought I saw a well or something like that in the items that we could buy. Well, again, we just got to wait for the skyship. So once it shows up, then we'll be able to go. I'm actually going to wait, and instead of everyone sitting here waiting for the skyship, I'll bring us back once it is here once again. Now, just as I said that, I heard something else show up here. Oh, shoot, it was there. Oh, man, I just missed it. Something else showed up. I think it was like it sounded like it said spoon. I think we actually saw that in the initial first look. It might actually be. It might be a. What was it? I thought it said spoon. It may have said spook. I don't know. Oh no, there's the grumble again. So they're just appearing and disappearing. So yeah, we will once again wait for daylight to break here, and then wait for the skyship to arrive. All right, we're back to daytime. The skyship is on its way. I'm going to pick one of these up, take it with me to the skyship. I don't know if they're going to buy it. My other thought is that maybe something else is going to eat it. Maybe the grumbles will eat it. I really don't know. It's always possible, but we're going to go over here. We're going to bring this with us. It doesn't look like it's going to take it, from what I can tell. It does not seem like it's going to. So we're going to go ahead and run this back because I don't want to have the same thing happen to me. So we're going to try feeding some other things. This. Would you like a... You do not like junk either. That's fine. We're slowly but surely learning what doesn't like junk. The
Shelly.
Shellys don't like junk. Oh yeah, they already told us that. The Puffles don't like junk. What else does not like junk? How about the Cottontails?
Buttontail.
The Buttontails don't like junk. The Wormies like junk. Maybe they're fans of junk. Let's find out.
Wormy.
They don't like junk either. Maybe the Grumbles like junk. I'm sure somebody is going to like junk. I just don't know who. So we're going to leave that over here. We might wait for the Grumbles to reappear. And in the meantime, we're going to get more stuff planted. I need to get a few more holes planted. We're going to plant some more permanent things here. So let's work on that. So that way everyone can come out and play. So we got to get a bunch of holes dug for more permanent things. Because once I get these carrots done, they will no longer count as plants. So let's plant let's try and get 8 more things planted, possibly. And again, we got plenty of money, so I'm not worried about that. All right, so we got all kinds of holes. Let's go back to the skyship. Let's look for some things that are going to be permanent and go ahead and plant them. Not with that. Let's talk with you. We're going to get... Okay, so we got all kinds of things here. Sky fruit. So flies away when dropped. Don't drop your sky fruit. This one-of-a-kind food is lighter in the air. Their bushes are well known for floating away in strong winds. Perfect if you're on a diet. That's great. Salt leaf. Great for cooking. A plant with foliage so salty it grows visible chunks. All right, let's try growing a bunch of different things. Because who knows what everyone's going to like. And hopefully this stuff's going to stick around for a while. That is the plan, or the hope at least. So we're going to plant a whole cacophony of different stuff and feed it to all of our wonderful Skylets here and see what they think of it. So we got one of those. These are prone to biting. So, yeah, well, let's try it.
Watch your fingers on those thorns. They call it devil's lettuce for a reason.
So if I hurt myself, it's my own fault. I'll know it. But in the meantime, maybe someone's going to like it. Maybe the Grumbles will like it. Who knows? Who can say for
Yeah,
sure?
keep an eye on this plant. It's up to no good.
Okay, I will do whatever I can. As long as it doesn't destroy everything else I've got, I'm fine. I know that all of our Skylets want to talk to us, but right now we want to get all this stuff planted. So we're going to work on this. Let's see. What else do we have? So the square fruit. Did I not get that? Did I get the shiny seed? I must have gotten the shiny seed by mistake. I thought I got the square fruit. And I apparently did not. Again, I know you're shocked that I tried to do something and then I failed. It's amazing how that keeps happening to me. So square fruit, that's going to be better. And again, we kind of have to run back and forth each time because we don't have an inventory. And that's how you end up with carrots floating in space. And you never want your carrots floating in space. Candy corn. All right, that works. So
We have to try making popcorn with this.
that would be good. This probably will not stick around, but we're going to plan it anyway, just for the fun of it. Let's get this going. And how many things do we have planted now?
It's just corn on the cob. But somehow disco?
Now, do I have more than one of those? Oh, I have 3 of them. Oh, but again, those aren't going to stick around. They're not going to be permanent, but it's okay. We'll at least get some other things here. What else can we buy? We already did those. Water orbs. Peculiar. So that's great for Mew Mews. That's great for cooking. And that provides 2 of them. I'm looking for things that are just kind of like solo, because those will maybe stick around for a while. Let's do some trees. Yeah, let's do some trees, because they'll stick around for a while. Pine cone will grow a tall pine tree. Pine cone will grow a tall pine tree. Man, words. Let's see. Known to grow relatively fast for a tree, but produce relatively little wood when chopped down. Also classified as a nut. Let's see. Well, let's do a twister tree. That feels good too. I'm kind of digging it. So we're gonna go ahead and put one of these down here, right about there.
What am I even looking at?
I don't know. I have no idea. And we're going to grab one more thing to plant. So let's do one other thing. Let's do an acorn. And that'll make an acorn tree. That is a wide variety of things. And should give us more than enough options here on this wonderful biome. Oh, there's the grumbles. Let's try feeding a grumble.
What do you want me to say?
Let's see if a grumble's going to eat a piece of junk. Maybe they will. Who knows with the grumbles? You never know. I mean, there's a reason why they grumble. Let's see if you're going to be a fan of junk.
Grumble.
They love it. I knew it. I knew when I'd find someone who loved junk. I knew it.
Grumble, grumble.
There, have some more. Have some more. Have even more.
Grumble, grumble.
Okay, you're going to just eat this like crazy. And it's going to stay in my hands? Okay. How much is in here? Wow, this is insanity.
Grumble.
I don't know if this is the way this is supposed to be,
Grumble.
but I'm going with it.
Grumble.
Oh man, they're just so incredibly happy.
Grumble, grumble.
Incredibly happy. Look at them. They want to be better friends. I'm just going to leave that lucky coin sitting right there, because that feels like the best thing to do. And look at them. Don't they look great? They really, really do. We've got all kinds of things happening here. If we let's go around and talk with all the different ones that we can
Puffle.
get more information about. So they just want, the only thing we don't know about Puffles is what they want to eat. And I wish I could find them a little bit easier in here to know. Okay, so there's the grumbles. Yeah, so they like junk. They have a bunch of dislikes. In the Puffle, that's what I was looking for. Oh, there's the Puffle. So they don't like junk. We are able to befriend them. We got to find out what they do like. Let's see. If you tame a Puffle, be sure to keep an eye on it in case it gets blown away. That's pretty good. All right. Other people that we can talk to.
Shelly. Shelly.
The Shelly, we'll talk to him. And eventually I got to figure out what all these guys like to eat. And that will probably make life better. All right, there's another puffle. And we got all kinds of stuff that we can kind of pick up here. It's amazing how much has happened here.
Buttontail.
There's the buttontail again. And all of the things that are over here. So let's grab all of that. And then over here we got a grumble. Another grumble.
Grumble.
Oh yeah, we can just feed you and that'll make you happy. So let's grab another one of our lucky coins. Let's do that. We know this works. Let's try the horseshoe. Maybe you'll be happy with the horseshoe. Where are you? There you are. Here, have a lucky horseshoe.
Grumble.
And just keep eating it like crazy.
Grumble.
So, again, I'm just clicking like crazy. I probably don't need to do that. I might as well just wait until the arrow stops moving and then feed it again. Yeah. That feels like it was the better way to go. So we're just going to wait a little bit longer. We're going to just follow this guy a little bit more. Actually, maybe he's going to be fine now. Maybe it's because I fed him like 59 times. Yeah, there we go. He's happy. That's good to know. We're going to go ahead. We're going to put this horseshoe back down. So maybe, oh, here's another one that we can feed.
Grumble.
So let's like feed that 10
Grumble.
times. And maybe it'll be all right. And then we can put this back down. Right over there. Excellent. And let's see, do we have this? We have the devil's lettuce. Let's see if anyone's going to like the lettuce. Well, the wormies like the lettuce. They love fruit. Okay, that is perfect. That is good to know. So they are definitely fans of fruit. Do we have any more fruit there? No. How about over here? We've got some here. Oh, shoot, that was the candy corn. That's the vegetable. How do you feel about vegetables? They love vegetables too. That's good to know. I guess I don't want to feed you more vegetables because if I do, then we're going to not have enough plants again. Let's go here and grab this fruit. And we'll get you fed with that. Did they not want that one? I don't know. It's hard to tell. But if we take a look around, we've got a lot all of a sudden going on now. There's a lot here that's happening. Got that giant twisted tree. Okay. That's kind of cool to see. We've got birds. We've got that massive guy over there. I have not run into you before. The grizzle. And they want trees and they want something, it looks like. Oh my. There's a whole lot all of a sudden that's going on here. We've got money galore. We've got animals galore. It's a lot. It's really a lot to kind of take in. But we'll definitely have to keep working with this and see what else comes out. I'm just glad to see that we were able to figure out the things that we were not able to figure out in the first look and actually make some progress, because this really has opened up a lot of doors for things here on this wonderful, wonderful piece of land. That is going to be all, however, for this one. I thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, I'd appreciate it if you gave a like. If you really like this video, I'd love it if you consider giving the channel a subscribe. But until we meet again, thanks as always for being a part of all of my silliness. I'm Rusty Champagne, and we will see you later.